Yes, go ahead.
Hey, Mark. Tyler Thompson, Kentucky Sports Radio. So yesterday you said that you felt like Lamont was going to have an amazing game today. Were you just trying to will that into existence, or did you have a premonition, or did you know about the brace?
No, I just feel like, he was, we talked about it. Lamont hadn't had a single live rep since now it's been 3 games ago. Hadn't had a live rep in practice, hadn't had anything, had no contact. And so going into the game 2 days ago, it was just a miracle that he was able to function the way he is, because you lose timing and rhythm and feel. You just do. That's why you practice. And he's just such a quick study and such a big moment guy. I felt really confident that he was going to be special. And it doesn't always happen that way, but he was really special tonight. My goodness, he was special. He was really special for us and really important. And he's a winner. I mean, we said it since day one, guys. We were really blessed to have a winner walk through our doors at the University of Kentucky that cares about winning. And we talked about this yesterday somewhere. I can't remember what media group it was in front of, but he. I don't know if I've ever coached a player that is more desperate to. I don't want to say the negative, but I don't know how to say to not let down his team. Like it is in his soul, from a deep place about like I'm gonna rise up to the occasion for my team. Like I can't remember if it was Amari or him that said it was love that kind of helped these guys. It's helped them manage all the chaos that they've been through. But that's a real thing, and he loves his guys, man. And he just wants to perform for his guys. It's pretty fun. It's great.
Coaches sometimes talk about into the first half, start of the second half. You had the play by Noah drawing the foul, and then I could be wrong, but it looks like you scored on 10 straight offensive possessions to start the second half. I assume that was a key part of the game to you. Could you just talk about those plays?
It's it's not really plays. I mean, we have plays and whatever, but it's our guys' mentality, their ability to kind of dig into the emotional reservoir and like bring it to start the game. The game is so taxing, and the season is so taxing, and everything that all these players, our team, Illinois' team, everybody goes through is so taxing, and our guys just they find strength in each other. So, yeah, there were a couple well-executed plays, but mostly it was our energy that our guys brought into the beginning of the second half, and their intensity that was really important.
Mark, the word courageous gets thrown around a lot. I think about Lamont. If all of us knew just how much he's been hurting, how impressed would we be?
Well, one of the reasons one of the things I think reason he played well tonight was because he tweaked his ankle in the first half, and so I think he's balanced now. He's got no shoulder and no ankle, and so I think it just works out. Courage is real. But I keep coming back to love, man. He loves his guys, and the guys love him. And there's, who knows where we're going to go from here. But this group, what a blessing to be around this group. And I'm glad that BBN gets to see it. I hope they feel it. I hope they feel it from these guys. These guys deeply, deeply care about each other. And Lamont's the ringleader. He started this. It was about 2 weeks into the summer, and I know I haven't given specific details on this, but I was on the road recruiting. One of our guys was going through something really, really terrible, a terrible family situation, and we had set up something for that player to do, and I called in to check with that player and see how the day went. And he had scrapped all the plans because Lamont had scooped him up, and they spent the day together. And Lamont just did that because that's who he is. Like, he cares. And so his courage comes from a ton of skill and a ton of work and a ton of love.
Coach, sorry. Will Riley, on Illinois, very emotional after the game. Yeah. Someone that you know pretty well from the recruiting trail. What was your message to him after the game and sharing that moment? Just, obviously not super specific. But.
What an incredible season he's put together with a great Illinois team. And I'm so happy for him. His family's terrific. And am I allowed to talk about Will? I am. He's just a beautiful kid, and he's got a huge future as a big-time pro. And the only negative thing I have to say about him is maybe not negative, he's also smart enough not to come play for me, so he's really good. But he's a beautiful kid, man, with a great family, and he's played unbelievable basketball. He's super impressive.
Mark, down here, C.L. Brown, Louisville Courier-Journal. When you were putting the team together this time last year, how important was it to get a Lamont in terms of his pedigree and that kind of experience at the point guard position for your system?
For me, it was really important. You know, it was really early. I think we had half a staff, and we threw the whole staff on a plane. And you know, I think the turnaround from our first conversation to us being there in person was 12 hours, and just. You know, winners are special. We talked about it in the locker room before the game, and you know, everyone's heard this over and over. But most of us, you know, talk about what happened to us. We talk about what happened to us, and champions, winners, talk about what they made happen. It's just the truth. It's true. And Lamont Butler is spending his whole lifetime talking about what he makes happen. And that's a champion's heart. And he doesn't spend any time talking about what happened to him. He talks about all the stuff that he makes happen. And when you have a guy leading your crew like that, it's pretty special.
Mark, Aaron Groshon, Cat's Paws. Back after the Ole Miss game, in the back right here.
Oh, there you go.
After the Ole Miss game, you guys were 110th in defensive efficiency. You
Man,
guys are 45th now.
You bring that up every time. I'm kidding. I know.
Hey, you're 45th now. That's pretty good. But to get with and without Lamont, you guys have steadily improved for over a month now. What was the switch there that kind of flipped for you guys to get to a point where you hold an offense like that to 75 and 28% from three?
It's the players. It's our guys. You know, certainly we're gathering data, and we had some slippage, and we had to rethink some things and all things. But you know, like the easy answer for me is Kobe Brea. Kobe Brea all of a sudden started to say, I'm taking this personal. I'm going to take every single defensive possession personal. And after we came home from Ole Miss, he went through 2 straight practices where we're going through, you know, we start practice with banner behavior, which is essentially just some skills, but it's before we've got fully warm. And he came out in banner behavior and was flying around, diving on the floor, and just like this, he just changed in. It became not a job, but it became something insanely personal to him. When things didn't go right defensively, he was going to take it incredibly personal. And he's one example of the guys on our team. You know, when guys, we have a player-led team. We have unbelievable leadership on our team, and it comes from a wide variety of guys in different slices of it. And when you have players that are leading the charge, things get better. I've never seen, and I haven't dug into the data, so somebody check for me, but I actually have never seen a team that's gone from 112 to 45 in the last 6 weeks of a season. I've never seen it, and that is a credit to our guys, man. It just gives you a sense of the DNA of our players.
Mark, here in the middle, one, did you try Weetabix with warm milk? And also, you talked about Kobe defensively, but tonight in the second half, that little spurt offensively in the second half, how big was that to kind of create some separation?
The Weetabix were extraordinary, actually. So it comes in a biscuit that looks very untasteful. But then I learned today that you crumble it up into tiny little things, and then you put the warm milk is key. I've never had cereal with warm milk. The warm milk, shout out to Zamara, our nutrition specialist, for making that happen. And then Amari gave me permission to put some sugar on it. He was nervous. He put 4 packs of sugar. I put 1 because if I put more than 1, Leanne was going to kill me. And it was actually fantastic. I like it so much more right now than I did this morning. Kobe Brea. You know, well, I'm going to tell you, I'll talk about Kobe for 2 minutes, okay? So one, to do what he did tonight is just extraordinary. You know, Illinois is, Coach does an unbelievable job of game planning, a really incredible job. And so they made some calculated decisions where they were going to kind of clog the middle, protect all the back cuts, all the curl cuts, and lock and trail on guys to try and force them inside the three-point line. And Kobe Brea just was, you know, I think he's the best shooter in basketball, in college basketball. And he's in the process of becoming an elite level cutter. And to his teammates' credit, guys were setting big time screens. And then he just has incredible poise. And I appreciated the question about making 3 in a row. I don't know if any of us ever, you know, at the rec league have ever felt what he felt tonight in the second half. But we don't win that game without him on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball. And the best part about Kobe is he jumped in an interview right after the game and he just started talking about God's plan. And that echoes a sentiment from all of our players. He's a deeply faithful young man, and he is loving every second of exploring what God's plan is for this team, and all of us are grateful that God's plan is not done for this team yet. And so his core, the core of him, the courage of him, the faith of him, his incredible skill set, his recovery from a massive setback injury, I think he would point back to his faith on all those things.
Last one.
Mark asked the other guys about Lamont Steele. Could you feel that kind of slamming the door on the momentum there at that point?
I don't think, this is the NCAA tournament, so everything happens. But my goodness, that was a massive play. It was unbelievable. And he was like, Lamont Butler, not just his explosive ability, but his breaks also. But, I mean, he covered ground in a special amount of time, was able to get through that clean. I mean, came from clear across the court. It was a brilliant play by him. But there were so many brilliant plays. Kobe's little run, Andrew Carr's play, a couple stops, so many guys. But certainly that was a massive play to kind of stem the tide a little bit. Really, really proud of him. Thank you guys so much.
Coach, thank you. Congratulations. And the Illinois student athletes and Coach Underwood will be coming up here shortly.